Soneium has just launched a new and limited time campaign called Soneium Score, where diehard users can earn exclusive badges and level up to increase their on-chain footprint. And in this video, we'll provide you with a complete guide on how to participate in Season 1. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. Now, to kickstart our journey, my friends, we wanted to share an incredible and exclusive campaign, as well as the Soneium one, the MEXC campaign, of which you can earn up to $18,000 until the 28th of September. If you want to sign up and start trading with MEXC, you can earn these incredible rewards, but we'll leave that down to you. Nonetheless, my friends, are you ready to start off with Soneium? Because we know we are. And therefore, we're going to start over on X, where we can see the tweet of which they announced their Soneium Score Season 1. Every on-chain action should count. That's why we built Soneium Score, a new way to reward your proof of contributions across the entire Soneium ecosystem. One score, multiple ways to earn. Let's understand. So scrolling down, guys, you can see Soneium Score is a system that builds your reputation based on what you actually do on chain. Sounds cool. Daily activity, providing liquidity, holding NFTs, engaging with featured projects, start scoring on Soneium with the portal of Soneium. So down below, guys, you can see in Season 1, you can interact with the following for a bonus score: Uniswap, Evermoon NFT, and which we'll get into shortly. Down below, you can see Season 1 features many DeFi protocols of which we like. Earn 80 plus points in a season and claim your unique SBT badge. Each one is custom designed and permanently linked to you. Track your progress in real time through the Soneium portal. Read the full blog there, and yes, we'll get into that shortly. However, we're just going to provide you with a tutorial. This is your moment to grow with the ecosystem, show up, contribute, earn your badge. It's not just about using Soneium apps, it's about building a visible track record. So, surprise drop. Want to boost your score faster? The Soneium community quest is live. Complete tasks, mint the exclusive NFT, and earn bonus points towards your Soneium score. Complete the Soneium community Season 1 quest over on Galxe. So, we are going to start over here as well, my friends. We are going to making sure that we complete everything that we need to do in order to get the biggest XP possible and, of course, the biggest airdrop possible. Now, over on the Soneium website, we can see it takes us directly to the Soneium Score page. And you're also going to see down below that it isn't going to last forever, but it's only going to last for roughly 18 days from recording this video, which is going to end roughly on the 25th of September. Now, what does this mean, my friends? Well, it looks like there's going to be multiple seasons of Soneium Score. Hopefully we see the token go live before we see Season 2 or Season 3. We don't know exactly yet. Many people are saying that they're pretty annoyed with Soneium for launching this campaign because we've done many quests and tasks already, and I completely understand that. If you don't want to do this, guys, by all means, you don't have to do it. But I personally believe if you want to get the biggest Soneium airdrop, completing quests like this are going to get us the biggest allocation possible. Nonetheless, that goes without saying that Soneium should be more transparent with what they're doing. Why are they launching so many different campaigns? What's the purpose? Are they just trying to get bigger activity? Who exactly knows? But of course, my friends, we want to know that there is an airdrop coming at the end of all of this. That's what I think anyway, but I'm personally going to be doing this because I don't want to miss out on the Soneium airdrop if there's going to be one, which I'm 99% sure there is. So, what we're going to do is, guys, we're first going to get ourselves logged in, which you can see we're going to be using our MetaMask wallet, of which I've been using across the Soneium ecosystem since its beginning. And straight away, guys, before we've even started, you can see that I've earned 22 out of 100 score, of which I haven't even tried to do anything. So, let's see what's going on. All of a sudden, it's updated to 24. Very cool. It must have been a transaction that we did today. However, down below, we can see all of the campaigns. We can see everything that we need to do. You can see your on-chain activity, your unique active days, longest streak. One streak is of which today. Now, you can see that I'm contributing to the ecosystem by holding specific NFTs, of which we minted in the past. Fantastic. You can see my TVL, of which I've provided. This is by providing through lending protocols, through liquidity pools, and so on. And you can see my total transactions since the Soneium Score has launched. Nonetheless, it gives us bonus score quests of which we have to do. So for example, generate 10 swaps transactions via Uniswap official channels. We can do that. Next, campaign 2, of which starts on 11th of September, we need to complete the Evermoon quests. And then the third one is the Soneium community quest. However, next, guys, what we want to do is we want to head back over to Galxe, of which we started off earlier. And we need to get ourselves logged in utilizing the same wallet of which we used recently, as you can see right here. Next, all we need to do is very simply complete all of these mini tasks, and it's very, very simple. They are all just social quests and free to do. So I'm just going to like this Soneium tweet. I'm pretty sure it was the one that we read, the Soneium Score one. Correct, it is. Going back, Come over here, retweet the tweet if of course you want to. Come back. Next, go over to the Soneium Telegram channel if you want to, of course. Come back over here. Next, come over to the Soneium Discord server. Next, go over to the Soneium blog. Go over, keep that one open because we want to read it later. However, we're going to see here, guys, if now we give the page a refresh, boom, 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 they are now all completely done. And we've got ourselves a unique Soneium Community Quest Season 1 NFT, which we need to get. As you can see, we need to confirm it over on Soneium. It's going to take a couple seconds and only will cost 1 cent in gas fees. Absolutely fantastic. So now that we've done that, guys, you can see that we've completed the quest very, very easily, and you don't even need to spend much time on it. It literally takes 60 seconds or less. Now that we've done that, guys, we are going to focus over on Soneium Score, which we can see we need to earn some XP in order to claim that SBT badge, which requires a minimum of 80 points to 100. So you can see here, guys, exactly how it's calculated. The more liquidity you provide, the more score you earn. The more active you are, the more points you will earn. So if you have 10 transactions a day, we would treat it as if you have 280 transactions for the whole season. So scrolling down, you can see liquidity is a huge factor, as well as the NFTs. And of course, you can see the extra points of which you can complete over on the campaign section. So the first one, of course, like I said, which is going to end on the 11th of September, is by generating 10 swaps for a bonus 15 points, which we would love to have because that'll take us to 39. So the first step, why don't we head over to Uniswap, where we're going to first swap tokens, get ourselves 10 swaps in total. And then, of course, what we're going to do is show you something else in order to get more XP. So as you can see, we are now logged in and we want to now filter it down to the Soneium network, which we can see here. I'm now going to choose my token of which I want to swap first. And down below, I want to choose my token of which I want to swap into. You can see I've got A-star tokens, I've got bridged USDC. So let's just start off with USDC. Next, I'm going to down choose an amount. It doesn't have to be that much, guys. It didn't say there was a minimum amount of volume that we had to do. So it could be $4, it could be $50, it could be $500 million, depending on your budget. So once I'm done this is going to be 1 swap out of 10. Now you're going to see me skip and do 10 swaps so we don't have to obviously sit around for this video. And now that we've done our 10 swaps, if we go back over to Soneium Score, you can see I've now got 48 out of 100 points and I've completed the 10 out of 10 transactions, of which I got an extra 15 points, and that is exclusive until the 11th of September. So make sure to get that done if you are able to. Nonetheless, you can now see that we've increased our transactions, but what we want to do is now increase our TVL. And how are we going to do that? We are going to still use Uniswap because we know that is part of the incentivized applications list. And therefore, we're now going to head over to the pool section. We're now going to scroll down, of which we're going to filter it over to the Soneium ecosystem, as we can see. We want to head over to the Explore Pools section, and now we want to very simply choose a pool of which we want to participate in. And of course, we need to filter it down by Soneium over here. I don't know why it's unfiltered itself. But you can see that we've got the ETH to USDC pool, of which we have got both tokens because we were just swapping into it. Now, here guys, you can see the V4 one has a TVL of 191k, the other V3 one has 72,000, of which does conduct more volume, but if you were to do V4, it has a larger TVL, so it's less volatile, but it's entirely up to you. I'm just going to do this one as an example. And guys, as you can see, it earned $12.20 in fees, so it's not that much. So don't expect to earn insane yield from this pool. But if you are ready, guys, and if you want to do this, remember we are not financial advisors. We do not give any financial advice, and you must always conduct your own research and use a Bono wallet if you feel more comfortable. But we're going to add liquidity over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose our fee tier, which I'm going to stick with 0.3%. I'm going to continue. And now, as we can see, I've got $23 worth of USDE and I've got my Ethereum. If, for example, I was to hit max on my USDE, you can see straight away, guys, that it automatically balances out how much Ethereum that we need in order to provide an equal amount in the pool. So I'm going to do both, and I'm now going to very simply add around $46 worth of USDCE and ETH together in one pool. So now we're going to increase the TVL of the Soneium ecosystem and, of course, our personal account, helping us to earn more yield and, of course, more points. So once we've done this, over the course of the Soneium Score Season 1, hopefully, my friends, we should see some more points in our wallet. I don't know how much $1 translates into points on the Soneium Score system, but of course, the more that you can provide, the more points that you will earn and the better off that you will be. However, as you can see, guys, we have now created that position and we have now increased our TVL on Soneium Score. So if we go back over to our profile, refresh the page, as you can see, now that we've got our page refreshed, we've now got 49 score out of 100. And if you scroll down, it hasn't actually increased our TVL yet. But if you go to the contributing projects, you can see if we scroll down, Uniswap does exist, but we haven't got anything of which comes up yet. And of course, we probably need to wait for the API to update. However, we can see all of the available hubs of which we can contribute to in order to get more points. Now, we've got Sept Finance, we've got SoFi, we've got Kyo Finance, and so on. So what I'm going to do is personally, guys, I'm going to pick a Soneium native protocol. Maybe it might be Sept Finance, maybe it might be SoFi. But let's just say, for example, we just picked out a random one. I don't know. Let's just pick out Kyo Finance. We're going to head over here and we're going to supply more assets if, of course, you want to. So you could come over here, guys, get yourselves logged in. As you can see, if you go to your portfolio tab, you'll be able to see exactly what you provided already. As you can see, it's out of balance, so we probably need to remove it and add it once again, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Once we've done this, I'll just refresh my position. So of course we earn better APR and of course we earn points. So once we've done this, guys, I'm going to very simply start swapping once again. This time, why don't I swap over on the Kyo Finance protocol, of which we've got our USDE tokens here, but we want to get some more. So all I'm going to do is I'm now going to choose an amount. It could very well be another $3.50. It could be another $500, whatever you guys want to do. So once we've swapped our tokens, we can then head back over to the pool section. We can then head back over to pools. Next, as you can see, we've got all of the top ones of which appear. So if we want to filter it down by APR, we can. If we want to do it by TVL, we can. So here, guys, if, for example, we pick the ETH USDE, which is the one that we were just providing, but of course it lost its range. So now we need to just add again, of which I'm personally going to do. If you want to do this, guys, it's entirely up to you. I'm personally going to put, I don't know, the maximum amount of USDE to then balance out the ETH once again. I'm going to create the position. Boom, we're now going to provide our liquidity, and we have now got more liquidity within the Soneium ecosystem for our TVL, helping us to earn more XP and generate some nice yield along the way. Fantastic. So that's that done, guys. That's two different protocols that we've used to contribute into the TVL. You can come back over here, pick out another one. Another one I love is Aave. Another one I love is Morpho. But another one that I'm very, very fond of, and I personally think is good for another airdrop, is Stargate Finance. And why do I say this, my friends? Well, because of Layer 0, of which it has just been bought out by. And for those who don't know what Stargate Finance is, I highly recommend checking it out, because this place can earn you multiple airdrops from multiple ecosystems. But most specifically, like I said, we use this to farm the Layer 0 airdrop, so we might as well use it for Soneium and Layer 0, seeming as we're here. Now, what we want to do is, guys, we now want to go over to the top where it says networks and all. We now want to filter it down over to Soneium, because that is the focus of our video. Next, once we scroll down, we can see all the tokens of which we can supply and of which I am already supplying. So I'm already supplying USDC.E, and you can see that over here. But of course, guys, we don't have any USDC.E right now, so we'd come back to get some if we wanted to. If not, you can also provide Ethereum. So if, once again, if I just filter it down to Soneium, go over to the Ethereum token, you can see here that you can provide liquidity of the Ethereum token on Soneium in order to earn a small portion of fees. Now, remember, guys, you're not going to earn much yield, if anything at all, on some tokens. So please bear that in mind. But just as a tutorial, guys, because I think Ethereum is a primary token, of which is great for Stargate Finance and, of course, Soneium, I'm just going to provide a little bit over on Stargate. It could very well be, I don't know, $4, it could be $5, whatever you guys want. I'm going to do around $7.29. Don't ask me why, it's just a tutorial, I'm just doing a small amount. However, this is helping us to stack up transactions and contribute to the TVL, and therefore I think this is primary in order to qualify for the airdrop and stack up those points. Which now, guys, if we head back over to Soneium, seeing as that transaction's confirmed, and we have now pulled tokens into Stargate, if we go back, go up to the top, now we see 49. Let's see if we get a bigger update. Boom. As you can see, we've now got 53 out of 100. I'm pretty sure we're getting one for every transaction that we do. However, we can earn passive points just by providing liquidity or contributing to TVLs in whichever way you do. Nonetheless, guys, you can see that here, season NFT collections held, the ones that I've held, we want to now focus on other NFTs. And if you have an OG badge from the past of which we qualified for, then of course, you've probably got a little boost as well. However, for those who are looking to increase their NFT collections and of course get more points, if we head over to the contributing NFTs collections, here, guys, you're going to be able to see that we've got many different NFTs of which get us points. So 4 score, 4 score, 4 score, 4 score, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, dot, 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 some 0.1. However, if we scroll up, you can see I've already got some which earn me 4, 4, 0.1, 0.1. These ecosystem badges were earned before, so of course by completing the ones that we did over on the other campaigns, we got some bonus score to help us. Nonetheless, if we want to earn more, guys, if you head over to Jam Live Pass, this is going to take you over to the Explorer of Soneium, so this is no help. But you can probably get these NFTs over on marketplaces such as OpenSea. And I'm pretty sure, guys, some of them might be very cheap, some of them might be expensive. However, it might be worth holding if, of course, you want to get those bonus points. So we can filter it down by the Soneium network, as you can see here. Next, if we go back over to the Soneium Score page and we go over to the NFTs collections, let's just say we were looking for Baby Sunny Bee. As you can see, guys, a Baby Sunny Bee costs roughly $1,500 to own one of these, which is absolutely nuts, and I don't want to have that. So I'm not going to be spending $1,500 on an NFT just for 4 points over on Soneium, because that would just be insane. But let's just say, for example, we just find another one. It could be, I don't know, the SDTP Digital 11. Here, as you can see, once again, it's not available, but you can make an offer, and if they want to sell it, then you'll be able to get it. So guys, it depends on which NFTs that you want to get, or which you may have already that get you these points. If you want to get them on the open market, some of these are accessible. If not, you're probably going to have to keep doing with what you have already and just stay up to date with what Soneium may launch in the future. However, guys, I'm pretty happy with my Soneium NFT points right now. But all we want to do is, guys, now focus on this active days as well, because the more that you are active, the more points that you are going to earn. And of course, if you transact every single day, you are going to climb up the leaderboard and get 100 points. So for example, guys, what I also want to show you, which will help you to get more transactions, is by using Revoke Cash. And Revoke Cash enables you to increase your security by revoking the contracts that you interact with in the world of Web3. And this is just a measure of safety in order to help you guys have a safer experience in crypto. So you just want to make sure that you're on the Soneium network, of which I am right now. Fantastic. Next, you just want to revoke anything that comes up. So I'm going to very simply revoke them all. And as simple as that, guys, we've now done 2 transactions. And hopefully if we go back over to Soneium Score, as you can see, give the page a refresh, we have now got an extra point. So I'm pretty sure it might take some time to update, but by very simply transacting over and over and over again, it will help us to get more XP. So it didn't update the last one. So let's take a little look, see if we get another point. No, we didn't. Nonetheless, what are we going to do from here, my friends? Well, if we head back over to the blog, as you can see, the Soneium Score is calculated as so. The score algorithm assumes the user will carry on and be as active as the first day for the rest of the season. So basically, guys, the more that you are active, the more points that you are going to earn based on activity. Not only that, but as long as user provides liquidity, it is counted to the score points. The longer you keep the liquidity, the better the extra points are. So at the end, it seems that they are probably going to give you a bonus extra points for the liquidity that you contributed towards the Soneium ecosystem. After that, like I said, the more NFTs that you are able to hold, the more score that you will have. As long as you are holding the NFTs, you will have the score. But of course, guys, don't go ahead and spend $1,500 on an NFT just because you want to get 4 score or whatever it is. I think that would be ridiculous. But by all means, you guys do whatever you want. However, the last and final bit, bonus score offers extra points for engaging with featured projects, which in this featured one was Uniswap. The next one is going to be the Evermoon Protocol, a 5v5 3-lanes MOBA game that onboards Web2 player to become Web3 players with 0 blockchain knowledge needed. So this will require a couple quests to complete, of which you will earn 7 points. However, guys, I'm very happy with the points that we earn over on Uniswap, and therefore I'm now just going to transact every single day in order to increase my bonus points. But like I said, guys, if you can use different applications every day as well, if we go down here, go to contributing projects, go over to Aave, for example, a lovely borrowing and lending protocol. We're now going to contribute to the TVL once again and get another transaction over on Aave. So all I'm going to do is come over here, of which I want to now switch over to the Soneium market because I'm already over on Linear. Next, as you can see on the left, these are all the available assets that we can supply, and I'm just going to do a little bit of Ethereum. This time, let's just do, I don't know, $2.27. Supply it. That's contributing to the TVL. That's another transaction. And guys, that is how we're going to climb up to a minimum of 80. And of course, we want to try and get to 100 if possible, because we're going to need to get more score until that airdrop goes live. This seasonal thing that they're doing right now could be a build up to their airdrop. I don't know exactly, guys, but it seems they've got a lot of seasons underway, 8 seasons, and each season will last 28 days. Now, hopefully after season 1, we'll get like an airdrop checker for the Soneium token. I don't know exactly, guys. I wish I could tell you, but I'm going to do some digging, see if I can find anything, maybe even ask the team some questions. Let me know what you think about the Soneium Score campaign. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. But like I said, guys, stack up those transactions. Let's see if that Aave one very simply got us another point or two. Boom, we got nothing for that, but hopefully we'll update tomorrow. Nonetheless, guys, you can see it was last updated at X time, so just keep an eye on when it updates. But friends, thank you so much again for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let us know in the comment section down below, and check out all the other incredible airdrop tutorials that we have on our YouTube airdrops playlist. Friends, we'll see you in the next one.